Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video and your daily update on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update. We'll talk about the fundamentals, we'll talk about the possibilities for today, and just in general we'll try to get you prepared as well as possible. For what's coming. Now, the price action has become a little bit worse. As you can see, yesterday morning we were still holding that, or at least we were still holding. And technically, that was the most interesting thing I thought about Bitcoin, and that we lost that is not great. But we were still holding that rounding up motion we had right here. Unfortunately, yesterday throughout the day, however, we had a pretty substantial. Well, not for Bitcoin. It actually isn't much. But we dropped back down into that 95,000 area, and we did talk about that yesterday, that it was a possibility that we would get some sort of a move down first, a small move down, before heading up. But what I've told you for the last couple of days is that I thought it was most likely that even after getting a bit of a liquidity grab down, which I think I'm not sure if we could qualify this move as that. But I did still expect a move up, and I gotta be honest, I mean, even though I still have good hope for a move like this, and then from here back down, even though I still have good hope for that, it has become less certain, alright, and I might even be wrong. I mean, the only thing that's still keeping me at saying that this is a possibility, and I slightly lean towards saying that, is that, well, first of all, we're actually holding this this kind of low time frame liquidity zone right here around 95,500 and 95,000. So that's a good thing. And then outside of that, and I've seen this quite often, and usually it ends with a bullish move. We've seen a massive amount of shorting going on since yesterday. All right, and that, you can see that right here. You have these spurts. Which already, I mean, I kind of have to go to the 1 hour time frame here. With open interest and the CVD, but you can see open interest has actually increased a fair bit, all right? So some actual leverage positions are being opened. However, what you can see is that the vast majority of those positions, especially since yesterday evening, like here you can see the open interest went up, CVD dropped down like a brick, right? So a huge amount of short orders have been opened. All the while, the price has actually held up relatively well. So therefore I expect a short squeeze, all right? So I expect this move up. The big question is well, can we expect that move up from the current level, or are we going to drop down first and unload all those shorts and get some bidding from there to get a spike up? And that's a difficult question, all right? In the end, analyzing crypto and analyzing what's going on is always hard. Now, given that the amount of shorts is relatively high, and I still think the fundamentals around the markets, with today the US market opening again, I think the fundamentals are still strong. Dollar strength index is still relatively weak here, but outside of that, stocks are still bullish. USDT dominance is near resistance, so therefore I would still say this is most likely, and then from there we'll see again. However, like I said, I'll keep you updated on this in general in my middle of the day market updates, and in general on X, etc. Because whereas I was quite certain in the weekend, I am less certain now, and it is a realistic possibility that we spike down first. Be prepared of that. Be aware of that. That's a possibility, and this is still my prediction. All right, so I'll keep you updated on that. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.